Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary and Kelly, of course, and we are here tonight with the part four. Part four, Kelly, we're almost there. Part four of the Happily Ever After Tell All. And this episode, even though Angela and Michael came back and Kobe confronted her and we had that whole little scene, it was relatively calm.
I expected more. I
Me
wanted
too.
more,
Me too. I
but
thought it was kind of like, it
yeah,
was, it
real
was,
quick.
yeah,
And
it
it's
was
funny how,
relatively calm.
it was funny how she's quick to tell everybody shut up. She could do all the talking. Is the host ever going to step in?
I know we're gonna get into that in a bit. So we picked up where we left off last week with the hot tub and Rob and Sophie arguing like
It's annoying.
sixth graders. It's like, oh my god. So
It was annoying.
they're arguing about sex drives and cheating and voice messages, but what was really annoying was Liz and Ed in their own little corner of the hot tub, Ed balancing a glass on his chest and Liz helping him drink. All right, girl, I get it. You might have been wasted, the alcohol fucks you up, but I mean, Ed,
No, there's no excuse.
there's no
She
excuse
she she
at
lost a
all.
lot. She lost a lot of Kool-Aid points with that one.
Yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. So they're arguing. Rob is like, pull out the receipts. Liz keeps telling Sophie, let's see a receipt, let's see a receipt, let's see a receipt. This voice message that she has, it's not in her phone. Her
Because
mom
she
didn't
didn't have
see.
it. There
Exactly.
was no
She's full of
voicemail. A female,
shit.
if a female have evidence like that, they're going to keep it.
Thank you.
And
Hells yeah.
if you send it to your mother, why you can't look into the records of you sending that file over?
Exactly. Exactly. Let me tell you, a woman will keep something like that for 5 years on a guy. Okay. And she's like, oh, I can't find it in my phone. My mom didn't save it. Now, I want to know, when did Manuel become the voice of reason?
I mm, with that situation, I understood both parties, but I'm trying to figure out they're not thinking as a married couple. They're thinking individually. And
Right.
um, Ashley showed that she's all about herself.
Yes.
And then she's complaining that he's not doing anything, but she created that. And I like the fact that Patrick and Kobe called her out on it. Like, it doesn't take that long to do working papers. And
I
you was
know.
quick to do the post up, but you're not doing the work visa.
Exactly. And then in the house, Manuel's always trying to, be the voice of reason with people. I don't see Ashley really trying to, you know what I mean? Like Manuel sat down and talked to Rob and was trying to give him advice and trying to help out with the Patrick, Thais, and John situation last week, so not like Manuel's like the voice of reason in the house all of a sudden. And I just want to say Jasmine finds every opportunity to embarrass and demean Gino. When they were talking in the hot tub about Rob and Sophie, when they were
Yeah,
arguing, she
yeah.
just threw out there that Gino likes to masturbate to Japanese women with no boobs. Really? What did that have to do with this conversation?
Well, she was trying to say that he's because Sophie said that Rob is attracted to a certain type over the porn thing, and then Jasmine chimed in with, "Well, Gino likes Asian women with no
Right.
boobs," so
Right, exactly.
her
I,
ego's hurt.
it didn't have to be thrown out there, but I guess, she felt the need. And Ed all of a sudden is like demure. Oh my God, I can't see this. I'm leaving. When
Yeah,
Sophie's showing everybody, he's like, oh my God, I'm leaving. I can't deal. Like, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Mr.
Whatever
Demure
Linda,
all of a sudden.
whatever Linda said, it looks like the women all throw them. The whole show, they always throw them in underneath the bus
Oh yes, they do. Yes,
all the
they
time.
do. I mean, Ashley already from the minute they were walking on stage, she's like, "Oh, this is the last day, and the men need to take accountability." Like she was ready to throw Manuel under the bus. She's like,
And
"All
her,
these
and
men
her
need to take accountability."
Yeah, but her situation, she's like, oh, and I like how Patrick kept checking her. She's like, I'm in the gym, I lose weight. Patrick goes to the gym too. He's like, you in the gym too long. You don't need to be in the gym that long.
Yeah,
And
he's
so
like, it
that's why
only takes 20 hours, Ashley. It doesn't take that long. If you just sit down and you do it. Even Kobe was saying it's just a
yeah.
form that you upload and you fill it out. And
She's like, I'm a businesswoman. I'm busy. You're not that busy.
but I also get her frustration about Manuel not wanting to learn English.
She created that.
And yes, she did because she translates everything for him, like she created a monster. So,
Hmm.
and he's in New York. You could find things in Spanish everywhere. So where is the incentive for him?
There's no excuse because I have family members that came up here and they didn't speak English and
Right.
sent them to one of the schools, that they have at the church or somewhere.
Exactly.
And
But
then
Manuel has no like desire, incentive. He's just like whatever. And he says it's because Ashley took so long to file his papers. I think he's just fucking lazy.
yeah, of course, because if he was real adamant, he'd have done it like Kobe stated what he did.
Right.
And I agree, Stephanie. Yes, the Americans do use the paperwork to take control because that's what Angela did, and
Yes.
pretty much all of them are doing it. So,
I mean, Jasmine brought that subject back up when they were backstage
hmm,
on how Gino took months to file her paperwork. And I love how they brought up that once you get your once you get your permanent green card, then you can walk away from the relationship if you wanted to. And Gino's like, "What are you planning on walking away?"
yeah, they
Yeah.
you got to pay attention. A lot of the stuff that they're saying, they're foreshadowing for the next
Yes, they
show
are.
they're going to be on. Each
Oh,
couple
yes, they are.
saying stuff. Hold up, let me
Mhm.
see. Somebody said something that caught my eye.
And
Uh,
somebody's car alarm is going off outside, and I'm gonna go smash it if it doesn't stop. Oh my
Tracy,
goodness.
Tracy, Natalie, they all, well, people say that Manuel, and Stephanie think, they said Manuel knows more English than we think. I've been saying that for the
Oh,
longest.
definitely. Hell's yeah.
I've been saying that for the longest.
Hell's yeah.
You sitting at the tell-all, you don't got no translator, you don't have nothing in your ear, but you know what's going on. Because I was looking at his ears. Did y'all hear any? Do you see any
I
earpiece?
didn't see any earpiece in
Even
his ear.
though,
They said that there was a translator in his
even though
ear. I
Ashley's
didn't see
sitting
it.
there, I didn't see it. I was paying attention because when he went to go do the posting, he had something in his ear,
Yes. Yes.
and
Listen,
Ashley's translating. But nah, he knows
yeah,
what's going on.
he knows a lot more English than he lets on. Um, and he's hoarding money. I don't want to hear it. He's hoarding money.
What do you expect if your wife is spending a lot of money on necessary stuff and you have goals? He has goals. Yes, she has goals. My question is, why is her family all in her business?
Right.
That's not their money. It's Ashley's money.
Exactly. It's Ashley's money. They're like, oh, we just don't want you to be stressed out. And no, she's a grown ass woman. Okay. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to handle it or how not to handle it. But it's really none of her family's business.
Yeah. Oh, I see menopausal queen. We're going to talk about that too, that Lee statement, because I agree on that. But we'll talk about that in the answer segment. But
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
yeah, it's just I feel that relationship between Ashley and Manuel is all about control, and I think Ashley just got irritated at doing everything because people question her. If nobody
Yes.
questioned her, she'd have been okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She got real irritated being questioned. So Manuel is getting really upset because he's like, if I'm gonna be stuck at home being a house husband, I'd rather go back home to Ecuador.
And that's one thing I like about these people. I like how they throw back. You can send me back home. Like being in America is
Right.
not the goal. I mean, they want to come just to experience, but it's not like they're dying and they'd rather go back home because everybody see it's hard over here. Oh, Elizabeth, so you did see an earbud in his ear? I didn't see
Oh,
it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it either. We
And I,
could be wrong. I mean, we could be wrong. There was a translator when Manuel was talking to Rob. They did have the translator there.
mm.
We heard them translate the first
Oh,
part. Now,
now
this is what I want to know. Yes, was Manuel really crying or was that crocodile tears? What do you
I think he
think?
was crying because he was frustrated.
Yes.
Not because he was hurt. He was frustrated because I feel he wants to curse everybody out and he don't like everybody coming after him. It was frustration because I started getting frustrated too because it was just too many questions back and back on
And
top of each other.
Ed telling him
Oh, he got on my nerves.
to man up. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
He's very, and once again, he wants to take control and want the
Of,
attention and always
of
want to say
course.
something. Just go roll somewhere.
I just want to go back a little bit to his conversation with Jasmine before they went on stage. How fucking funny was that? Jasmine's like, I don't like you. I still don't like you, but at least I don't loathe you.
Yeah,
Whatever she said. She was like, you need to stop what you're doing, or you're going to die lonely, and your dogs and cats are going to eat you.
she don't
Like,
care.
Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine was funny. She don't
She
care,
was
and
funny. She was,
and he
thank you
don't
so
care
much,
either
babe.
because it's coming from a female and he don't care. So if he's gonna try to sleep with you, that's his goal.
As long as he gets any type of attention, he
Yep.
doesn't care. He doesn't care. He was cracking up. Jasmine's like, so you need to stop being an asshole. I'm like, okay, thanks, Jazzy. So
Yeah,
Lauren and Alex's segment. Okay, I want to know if everybody had so much to say to them. Why didn't they say it to them during their segment?
because they're fake.
Thank you, thank you. If you have so much to say, if Lauren's so annoying and she's such a bottom feeder, she thinks she's better than everybody, blah, blah, blah. Why didn't you guys say that during your segment?
Because they're fake,
Instead of
and it's jealousy.
Chinese making faces, during her.
She's a troublemaker. She starts a
Yes.
lot of. She talks a lot of crap. She's a troublemaker,
Yes,
and
she
they're
does.
just jealous because you got to understand that family has multiple children. They're doing their problems is not what the other people have problems. They're beyond that point.
Right. Right.
So
I
I don't.
mean, they're a solid marriage. They're a solid
Yes,
marriage. They have support. Doesn't make them perfect
they're not.
because
Nobody's perfect. Nobody said they were
there
perfect.
is no perfect relationship, but they're solid. And you could see that they're a team. Like when
Hmm.
Lauren's talking about her surgery, Alex is rubbing her back and things
Yes,
like that. When he fell asleep in the house and
yeah.
she went over
She
to the
went and woke them
couch
up.
and she woke
Yes,
him up so they could go up to bed together. You could
yes,
tell that they're a team.
yeah. They are. The rest of them are not teams.
Right. No. And they're probably jealous of that, what they have. They see that.
Yeah.
So we covered Lauren's surgery, and Lauren still wants boobs. Okay,
Not to
but
cut you off, but when she was breaking down her surgery and what she
thank you.
owed and the percentage, I was like, you wasted your money
Yeah, she did.
because
She
you still
did.
look the same.
The only difference, I guess, you could really see is her new belly button. I guess I don't
I didn't,
remember what her
I didn't
old
know
one looks
one
like.
look, so I can't compare.
Right,
She
exactly.
looks the same. She just wasted money.
Yeah,
It's
she
all in her
did.
mind. She needs therapy.
Rob had a good point though, that he was nervous watching that whole surgery thing for Alex because God forbid if something would have went wrong, Alex would have been a single father of three just like that. And that was a really good point.
It's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth.
Manuel said, that she was being selfish because of the children.
Hmm.
Because if something would have happened,
And that was true.
right.
That was true.
So,
The men was making more common sense than the females.
yeah,
All
they
the females want surgery, and the
definitely,
men are like, "You're being selfish. You're not thinking right." Which goes
definitely,
back to what I was saying. You might feel this way, and you get this surgery. That doesn't mean your husband's going to like you and going to be turned on it. Don't be prepared.
exactly.
And you saw Alex say, "Don't touch the butt."
Yes. Yes. And what did she do? She touched the butt. So, while they're talking about her plastic surgery, Jasmine reveals, not only will she do all that, but she'll do the breaking the rib thing. And I just want to tell you guys that I did some research on this because I've
Oh
heard
yeah, I
about
didn't
this.
know about that. What's
Yeah,
her name?
me too. But I just had to read up a little bit on it, and I found a picture of a chick that actually got it done.
I think Janet Jackson did it years ago.
Did she?
Hmm.
I don't recall
When
Janet.
she did the "That's the Way Love Goes," that's when she did the body makeover.
Oh, you see, I don't remember that. Yet she just turned around and she's like, "Oh, I won't mind breaking a rib. Like, excuse me? Like, what is wrong with you?
She wants a smaller waist, but she's already small as it is.
All right, so this is a chick
Yeah, that
that
looks
removed
crazy.
6 ribs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, and I mean it's a painful, traumatic procedure. And why the fuck would you do that to yourself?
Oh, somebody said Cher did it too. I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know
Uh,
Cher did it too.
a lot.
Wow. Okay,
A
a
lot of
lot of people did
celebrities.
it.
Yeah, a lot of
Interesting.
celebrities did it in the '90s to get the slim look.
Well, Jasmine wants to do it, and I think she's fucking nuts. She looks plastic enough.
She
I
need
mean,
to get a refund for her buttocks because when I saw when she
yes.
got out that tub, it wasn't looking normal.
No, it was not. No, it was not at all. So, all right, continuing, we're going to go back a little bit. Continuing with Rob and Sophie. Sean asked them if they slept in the same bed last night. And it's like, hell's no. Sophie doesn't even want to sit next to him like a child.
My question is, she showed so much of how she's a brat and not mature. She don't know how to explain herself. She don't know how to articulate herself. And then you're sitting there all day. I'm like, can you please give me a sentence because you're killing me here. And then
Yeah.
every time Rob is trying to talk because he's frustrated, she's like, you're talking over me. You're not even saying anything. And you're sitting there pouting like a little kid, but you're quick to you're doing high school stuff. The minute y'all
Yes.
walk away, you talk about Rob behind his back to everybody else.
Thank you. And you say he's bad mouthing you.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what the fuck, girl?
I
You're
like who was Patrick or Cole? One of them was like he did not badmouth you at all.
Patrick said it. Patrick was like,
Yeah,
he has not said one bad word about you.
yeah, and she gets quiet because it's like I'm. These females like to throw so much alle- uh, assumptions and allegations on what these guys are doing, and they're not doing it. That's the funny. Everybody wants to play victim.
Yes. And yes, I agree. Rob has the patience of a saint.
Yeah, because I'd have lost it.
Because she is trying to manipulate everybody to be Team Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows that she's in the wrong. And like Ashley says, and everybody else, she's holding on to shit from 2 years ago.
It
It's
don't make
either
any sense.
let it go or let go of the relationship.
Yes, everybody. I agree with all your statements right now. Yes, Sophie is a very childish, immature brat.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And speaking of,
It's like you got married. Act like a wife. You're acting like some new.
check this out, Kelly. She was hanging out with some guy from The Bachelorette.
Yeah, but she's so shy. This is what kills me with people.
Okay.
On the
And then
show,
she says, "Oh no, we're not dating. I don't know how TMZ got a hold of how they got this video, but we're not dating."
they're dating or they smashing. Because my deal is she acts all innocent. She can't speak, but she's in the clubs doing all types of stuff.
Hmm.
I like, come on, people.
I know. I know. Very, very manipulative. So let's talk about Kobe and
Kobe
Angela.
is the MVP of this
The
season.
whole fucking season.
The
Yes.
MVP. I keep messaging him, and and he said, "Thank you, brother." I'm like, Kobe, you are the MVP. Period.
Yes. Yes.
He's the only one with common sense, the voice of reason, and with a heart,
Yes.
empathy, caring, straight across. People need to take notes. That's how this show should be.
So
And his
Angela and
wife,
Michael come back because Angela says she wants to support
oh,
the other
she's full of
ladies.
it.
Did we fucking hear her say anything
She's
during
full of it.
Lauren's segment? She said one thing during Ashley's segment. Where was your support for everybody? I thought you were there to support
She only
everyone.
makes comments when you're talking bad about the men. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like, please, it's like, shut up. So they come back, and Michael said that he didn't go back to the mansion the night before. He went with Angela back to the hotel because they had issues and things to talk about. And he's there to be with his wife, not to hang out with
I have
other
to
people.
give Michael so much credit
Yes.
because Michael is a ride or die. Even people think if you think you scare me, he is playing the role to the T. Most of us, I would say, most of us would not be able to do what Michael is doing. To
No.
sit there, wait. He's putting his whole feelings, ego, pride to the side. He is playing it off. He's sitting there waiting for his wife. He will not talk bad about his wife.
Nope.
He would just sit there and just whatever his wife says, he tries to please. Okay, yes, okay, all right. That, he's broken, and that's what makes me angry. If fury, I'm just like, Angela, this guy has not said anything bad about you at all, and you continuously beating him down.
Yes.
It's crazy. Kobe was like, explain it, and I don't want, we don't want to hear you. How
Mm-hmm.
about that? We nobody
Thank
want to
you.
hear you yelling and storming, walking back and forth, but you want to hear no voice of reasoning, nothing. It's whatever you say. Get out of here with all that.
I know. I know. It doesn't matter what the PI found. The PI only had 2 weeks to investigate. I bet you the PI could have had 2 years to investigate, and she still would be like, "No, no, I don't care what the PI. He's,
It's disgusting.
he's
It's
scamming."
disgusting.
So, guys, I would like to thank everyone for supporting Michael with his GoFundMe. His funds are currently over 41,000 right now. And for everyone that wanting to know about what's going on with the GoFundMe, at the moment, and Angela threw a total fit about it in the freaking gas station bathroom, but we'll talk about that in a second. At the moment, we are waiting for GoFundMe to basically review the account and let us do transfers. So right now we could accept donations, but no money could go out. So once I hear back from GoFundMe, I will let all you guys know. And
Which, her bloggers and people reported it because they're haters, because she had two bloggers, which we all know talk nonsense.
yes, and I would like to address something that was put out there by another blogger. No, Michael did not receive $40,000 from TLC in the past couple of weeks. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay? Because honestly, unless you're in his wallet, it's none of your fucking business how much money he may or may not have received. Just saying. Okay? It
And if
just
you
sounds
have,
like GoFundMe envy, Kelly. Okay?
it's
I find
crazy
it.
when
I
people talk, and I'm like, why are you? Either you're going to donate or you don't. If you don't donate, shut up. If you go, all right. You know what? You want to know about his finances? Let me see your finances. Let me see your bank statement. How about that?
thank you. Thank you. Put up your bank
You
statements.
got an opinion? All right, let me see your bank statement. Since you got an opinion.
Just saying, if you don't have it, you don't want to do it, you think he's a scammer, you think he was in on this from the beginning, then don't donate.
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody's putting a gun to your head. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's saying, "Oh, like I
Mm.
don't understand why." Oh, I have a question. Who are you? Who
And
are
you know
you?
what else makes me laugh? The other blogger is sitting there complaining on how his GoFundMe didn't take off 6 years ago, how he had to go through so much shit for his GoFundMe, complaining about people donating to Michael while his Cash App and Venmo scrolls at the bottom of the screen. So
They're
this
all
content creator
hypocrites.
is not dumb. We all know that you're trying to cheat or let's say the word scam YouTube out of their fees because every time you get a super chat, YouTube gets a cut. So when this certain content creator sits there with their Cash App and Venmo, Cash App me money, Venmo me money, so I don't have to give YouTube their cut. Isn't that kind of a scam?
Yeah, they all do it. They
Thank you.
all do it.
Thank you. And they're sitting there calling Michael a scammer. Why does he need a GoFundMe? He just got money from TLC. That's like telling my husband, you just got paid. Why do you need money for this medical bill or for
And
this
then, like, when
emergency?
I don't care, people come at me. I don't care. When you deal with lawyers, I'm speaking from experience.
Go
Lawyers are
ahead,
not
Kelly.
cheap. They are not cheap. You gotta understand. Michael is in one state and he has to get a lawyer in Georgia. They suck over there. And they're not going to entertain. No, and everybody's like, oh, pro bono, pro bono, pro bono. Stop watching TV. Stop watching these movies, please, because they're not doing pro bono. All right, stop. And
Yeah,
I don't mean to come hostile on. And I'm just tired of the nonsense. Common sense is not common anymore. That is my slogan for 2024. I keep saying it over and over and
I
over
like
and over,
that.
and over. Common sense is not common anymore. Just to sit down with a lawyer, they want $3,000 to $5,000 just to sit down.
Yeah,
And if you get a bullcrap lawyer, $1,000 to $1,500. Michael don't even have his papers. Where are you getting this money from? Oh,
I know.
TLC pay him. You act like TLC is going to cut a check. Let's be for real, people. And Angela is right. She messed up because she drunk. Because Angela did advise me about how the payment of each segment was when we do. I asked her when we did last week. She was the only one that broke it down for me, and I gave her credit. That's why I was like, I don't understand what's going on. They pay you up front one portion, and then when the rest of your, because they gotta pay, they gotta know how many episodes you're in. They just not everybody
Exactly.
don't get a clear cut check. You might be Mary might be in 12 episodes. I might be only in 8. There's a different pay. And then at the end of once the whole season is over, then they give you the remainder, and they let you know. They will let you know this day you're getting paid for. This day you're getting paid for, and that's it.
Right.
And then all right, even if they send him Michael money, you know Angela's going to get it. They're going to send money to him to his Nigerian bank account.
I know.
Who's going to get the bank account? Angela. So it's like she just. My thing is, how did they know 40,000?
I
How?
know. I know.
We just guess the numbers. That's what we're doing. People.
And the math didn't even make sense because he said that they get paid 1,500 per episode.
Well, we don't know this
It
segment.
didn't right, but didn't
We
they?
don't know.
But according to him, they get paid 1,500 per episode.
Yeah.
So if they get paid
Pillow
fifteen
talk,
hundred per
you
episode,
get more in pillow talk. So that's bullcrap. He probably, like I say, each show, because they're all different shows and different producers. All of them are not the same. You got before 90 day, the 90-day, diaries, bears all. Everybody cuts a different check. It's different people. It's under one umbrella, but it's different people that you're dealing with and different payrolls that you're dealing with. So it's not a set number. They just irritate me. I just don't like haters. I really don't, and I don't like people that try to stop somebody's blessing. It's just annoying. People, and it shows that people are for Michael.
yes, it does. That outpouring of support that he reached his goal within, I think, the first 48 hours.
Yeah, and Ash Bay, yes, TLC don't pay enough.
No,
They put the upper heads getting all the money, but TLC don't. They should be paying more people, but that's how they get it. You got to think of it like wet workers. You got people that's from out of the country, and you got the Americans. You pay the Americans. You ain't gonna pay the Americans, but so much because it's not like they know anything. These people
right.
aren't no big time winners. That it's not Bravo. That people that's used to a certain track. These are TLC people. Let's stop.
Yes, let's stop.
And then another thing, when I was on watching Lee's live, you can tell Angela sent her minions over there because a lot of the stuff that they were saying, like two, I kept going back and forth with, and they would not answer me. I was just like, why y'all only have one question, one perspective of the relationship, but you don't question the other? That's clear as day. Nobody questioned her motives and her actions, but you're asking, oh, Michael's timing is scamming. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Angela sent her minion, Adriana, I think that's her name, to my videos to comment. I'm a clout chaser. I don't know what's going on. Blah 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 blah. So I sent Adriana a message, okay? Because if there's so much proof, and I don't know what's going on, and the truth is going to come out, and we're going to see the truth. I mean, next week is part 5 of the tell all already.
Is
When
this
is this?
something? Is something going to come out later on? I'm confused. Are they going to have something else? What are you holding on? I
Right,
don't understand.
exactly. So I sent her a message, and guess what, Kelly? She blocked me.
Of course, of course, they're like bullies. They're bullies. And
Yep.
then they kept asking, oh, which irritated me when I saw that live that she had this Jamaican woman on there. Where did this woman come from? Because all these lives that everybody's posting up, I have not seen one black person on there. All of a sudden, she found this one black woman that was reaching, and that's what irritated me. We already deal with a lot of racism and all that stuff in this country. Not cry
Mm-hmm.
wolf when it's not appropriate.
Here we go. One lady brought race into it, league calling them flying monkeys,
Exactly.
but she's okay with Angela abusing a black man.
It don't make any sense.
Flying monkeys is an actual psychological term. Fucking Google it.
She was
Okay?
reaching. She was reaching.
She
And I
was
kept saying,
reaching.
it was so
Yes.
bad that I even put in a thing. I said, no, she didn't say it. I said it. So what you got to say about it? I want to see you say
Exactly.
it. I said it.
Exactly. It's the same. It's a psychological term.
It's
Google it.
where do she get these women to sit there and go against a black man like that? Where?
I don't know. I don't know.
And then you're crying wolf right now. And then when
Adams,
we
I
really,
feel you because every time I listen to Angela's live, I lose brain cells.
it's crazy. It
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 is.
it, it made me like, I was like, then when we do need the special attention, when something really do come across, nobody's gonna pay any attention. Because the first thing they're gonna say is, oh, it's always about race. Why? Where did they get this woman from? And she's
She's,
Jamaican. She's screaming in the background. Your point?
someone said in the comments, Mima's minions. That's what they are. Mima minions. That's what I'm going to
Talking
call them
about
from now
she
on.
need an apology. No, we need an apology. Watching that crap.
Yes, I know.
It makes me so like, you're going against a black man that's being mistreated, and then you want an apology that she calls it.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Can't wait to see next week when Michael gets to tell his side. And we saw what happens next week with Colby. She tries to buck up to Colby like she's going to hit him.
Yo, that hopping up and down. Listen, Kobe's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't want Michael to speak when he's speaking in a tell-all, but
Right.
when Kobe said something, oh, you're not speaking up. Make up your mind, lady.
Kelly Renee
Oh,
says that she pays people money. That's where she gets these people from. She throws dollars at them.
crazy. Yeah, Steph. We Lee and everybody, we understood the term, and I get it, but that wasn't the time or the place for that crap. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. She wasn't doing that. She explained it while she mentioned it. Where did they get this black Jamaican from? Because she's all the lives has been posted all the time, and she's
Mm-hmm.
never on there.
No.
Never. She's not in the front runner. She's never up on there in the panel. So how she's calling you that?
Thank you. This- She's bouncing around like she's Mike Tyson's punch
Yeah,
out.
that was crazy.
Right?
I was like, she doing the crackhead jump. I said, oh, so she's
Mm-hmm.
going through the freaking freaking south side. So what is with the Jets and the Sharks? She gonna start doing snapping her fingers and pulling out a switchblade? What is she doing?
Now the problem with Usman, okay, is that he was against Angela, then with Angela, and
Oh
now
yeah,
he's against Angela
he was
again.
clout.
So
That's clout chasing, straight clout chasing.
exactly.
I don't
Okay.
have no respect
He
for
was
people like that.
he was on one of her TikTok lives with
Yes, yes, he
Kimberly,
was.
basically licking her asshole. Yes,
Yes,
I said it.
yes.
Okay, he was licking her asshole. Okay, Kimberly was up there. They were all kissing her
They all
ass.
kiss her butt. They
Yes, I
all kiss
said
her
it.
butt. They all
Okay,
kiss
yes,
her
I
butt.
said it. And then a couple of weeks later, Usman is back to being, oh, Angela's horrible. Angela's this, Angela's that,
Yeah, no.
or
That's not
whatever.
that. No, no. Keep that same
Okay.
energy and be real. They're not real. Everybody's a clout chaser. Everybody wants the pick me moment. Stop.
Yes, I know. He's on TLC's Instagram talking shit. Yes,
Yeah.
he loves to talk shit. Usman is just
Yeah.
Teresa, that's a good question. Why are all these people scared of Angela?
We still trying to figure that out. Everybody's trying to. That's the unsolved mystery.
Exactly.
Look, I respect what's her name, Shauna, the host, but she didn't step in that 1 minute.
No, no.
Control your show, but you quick to answer. You ask these drama freaking questions.
And Shauna's never had control of the tell all. I'm sorry.
Well,
Shauna's a horrible host.
get somebody that can control, and she's a smart woman. Like
Yes.
her resume is good. Like she can debate.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know why all these people are afraid of her. Why they let her storm on and off the set 3 days in a row. Like, come on.
I don't get it.
Like, this is your job. You don't.
Meanwhile, they gave me a hard time with an outfit. This lady could run around and do all types of stuff, and you sending everybody because you don't like what I'm wearing.
I know. I'm not scared of Angela. Even though she's probably going to kick down my door any day now.
Yeah, she do think it's like Maury.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yep.
Oh, if you guys haven't checked out my interview with Victoria the Psychic, you guys have to check out my Victoria the Psychic interview. And the night and the day that she hung out with Angela, Kelly, what did you think of her story?
I believe it. Because certain things she was saying, I said, that's her. I believe it. Why would she make that up? And it was too detailed.
Yes, it was too detailed.
It was too detailed. But then, she got somebody, I saw they trying to discredit the whole story and say it's not like that. It wasn't like that. It's whatever.
And that she got this detail wrong and she got this wrong. And
I was on another panel and one of their people, oh man, let me see. Talking, I'll come with the thought. I'm having a Cynthia moment. I'm like,
oh, it's okay. Yes, I agree. Kelly should be the host. Kelly.
I would love to be the host. I would love Heidi. I was on Heidi's panel, right?
Okay.
Heidi and Debbie, and they had a valid point with Angela. A lot of stuff I learned from Lee. And I'm learning from other people. I like to hear other people's perspectives of things. And Angela did not expect Michael to come.
No, she didn't. I totally agree with Lee on that.
Yes.
I think that she's actually angry that Michael's visa was approved.
I think TLC, what they were saying on their thing, TLC must have put the fire up Angela's butt because her storyline died out a long time ago. So for her to continue to stay on, you got to bring him over here.
Yes.
I don't think she wanted him here originally because she can't be what she's doing now, running around, flirting and being drunk on men.
Exactly. Bars every night, jumping up on bars, jumping up on stages, twerking. I mean, she can't do that if her husband's here.
Yeah. I was on Heidi panel, Heidi and Debbie, and they were breaking it down. I was like, that makes sense. And they was referring to your panel on with Michael and how you was helping out. They like how you helped out with the GoFundMe and and they talked about.
Before I forget, I don't mean to interrupt. Mm-hmm. I would like to thank the YouTube channel My Thoughts. Okay, she did a video and she donated the proceeds from the first, I think, 3 days of what she made on the video, $775 to Michael's GoFundMe.
Wow, yes.
So I would like to thank Poe from the bottom of my heart. If you guys do not subscribe to My Thoughts, please do. Okay, she doesn't only talk, but she puts action behind her talk. And I was so touched by that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So thank you, girl.
That's what I come up. She didn't want Michael here.
No, yeah.
And I think she had to get him here because her storyline was going to die out. Well, I want to know what they're going to do now.
Yeah, I want to know what they're going to do now.
Are they going to do a separate last resort for them, or because the only way she's going to stay on, nobody wants to see her on Single Life.
No, and we don't want Skylar on Single Life either. Okay, if that all started with a rumor on Reddit. And I really hope that's not true. We do not need Skylar, please. Ugh, she has the personality of a fucking wash rag and
Everybody's
cannot.
saying, yeah, they could bring her back for the daughter. I hear you, but
Oh yes, yes,
she,
yes. Oh, my thoughts. I'm gonna send you the link, Kelly. She
mhm,
did this compilation of Angela's abuse to Michael.
really,
Yes, it's like 6 minutes long of just abuse. I'm gonna send you the link. She
mm,
did a really, really good fucking job. And that video itself could be used in court. Just that
wow.
video alone. She took all the years and put them all together.
But who is in her camp? That's the problem. You always need a person, a good, valid person. Always have one good, valid person. You don't need yes men and you don't need groupies. You need
Right.
one person. When you fall off a track, you need that person to check you real quick, like, hey, I don't think you need to be doing that. This is not looking good. Chill out. Who's just stop?
She doesn't have that one person
I don't think
because
she
they're
even
all
wanted.
enablers and I'm gonna say it, flying monkeys. And that she I mean she did have that
I
one.
still don't know where the hell she got that lady from. I was so upset. So upset. I said, this woman has never been on a panel. All these lives, everybody's seen every live that's been posted up on everybody's blogger.
Mm-hmm.
Where did this lady come from? And talking about she need an apology. Who are you? But yeah,
Renee, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Okay, I'm seeing this. Thank you guys for pointing this out to me. Renee, are you the Renee that went with her to Nigeria when she tore apart his car?
yeah. Sherry, I
Yes.
agree. I agree. Real friends will check you. Yes. But she don't have real friends. I don't know what happened, what any homegirl she grew up with, even family members. You don't have a close cousin or a sibling to be like, yo, chill out. Because my brother checks me all the time.
Oh, okay, okay. She was a friend of hers when she started out. Also, you get Angela.
Oh. Hi, Renee.
Hi, Renee. Do you want to come up for a second? I could drop a link for you and you don't have to turn your camera on.
Wow. Well, Rebecca, she isolated herself. You can't do that, especially when you know their story has spread everywhere,
Yes.
even in the hip hop community, everywhere.
We're holding out for you on
Still
single
holding
life.
out for Kelly on Single Life. No.
Kelly said, no, I'm done with that shit. Okay,
No.
Renee, hold on. Let me get you the link.
Not one person. And then what else happened on? All right, so we talked about Ashley. That was it. That was basically the end of it. And they going back to. They should have ended it right there.
Yeah, they should have.
Because what? We're going to see them at the house for what? I got creeped out when Liz hugged Ed, and
Yes, that. Okay, let's talk about the end. Liz hugging up on Ed. What the fuck is that?
I
Say goodbye, smack him in the head, and go.
I wouldn't have touched that dude. I mean, I'm not a jealous person. I'm not a possessive person. But if I was her man, I'd have been upset. I'd have been upset. Hey, Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Hey, hey,
How
how
are
y'all
you?
doing?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
How are you today?
I'm feeling better.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah, feeling better.
So, Renee, you was friends with Angela?
When Angela first came on the show, me and her used to talk on the telephone 24/7. I was one of her friends until we had a falling out. The reason why we had a falling out because I saw where she was going. And by me being a person with common sense, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Hmm.
Um, Angela is starstruck. She wants to be in the eyes of the public. She wants to be a star. She wants to be a star. Um, when people said that she loved Michael, I don't think she loved Michael because Michael was a commodity for her. Michael was a paycheck for her. Michael was a person to get her out there in the public eye. She didn't have any love for Michael. But the other thing about Michael, Michael probably he did have love for her. And by Michael not knowing what was going on, he didn't know. He really didn't know her behavior. She got Michael because she knew that she could control Michael.
Mm.
And that's what she did from day one. Everybody talking about, oh, Michael scammed Angela. Michael did this. Angela had, what was it, 5 different men in her life when she was married to Michael.
Mary, do that sound familiar?
Yes, it
And
does.
nobody won't talk about that. She had a man just when she got back 2 weeks when she first went to Nigeria. She just had gotten back. She got caught with another man, Hazelhurst, and both of them were drunk and they got locked up. Nobody said anything about that. It's public record. It's public record. Public record.
What year was this, Renee?
Golly, this is what, 24, 23, 22, 21. Oh golly, I said the second season when she went to Nigeria.
Okay.
I can't keep up with the dates, so
Right.
it was
Okay.
when she came back. When she came back,
Right.
she also was. She also, hold on. She also was married to a black man. He was in
Yes.
prison.
I
Okay.
saw that. I saw that was the second husband. I saw the
It's
first husband, Skylar's father. I don't know what
right.
Skylar's father look like,
I.
and
The question is, were they married?
I
Were
don't
they
know.
married?
I
I
don't.
don't think they were. I don't think they were.
I saw a picture of him. He looks like a
Yeah.
wannabe Hulk Hogan, and then I saw
Mm-hmm.
the black guy that is
Mm-hmm.
circulating, and I was like, "Is that a jail picture with her and
Mm-hmm.
Skylar visiting him?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
And also, she, you know about the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
What
said
doctor?
anything. The doctor, plastic surgery doctor, that took her back to the hotel, and
Mm-hmm.
Skylar stayed at the party.
Um, what? Excuse me. Come again?
Her plastic surgeon. Go ahead. Let's hear this. I'm sorry.
She went to a party up in L.A., Hollywood. Her and Skylar, and they claimed that she got too drunk, and so what the
Yes,
doctor?
I
Okay,
remember that. Go ahead.
right. Yeah, the doctor took her back to her hotel room. And you remember the wife of the doctor came out and said he was a womanizer. He was no good. He was doing this. He was doing that. You know what I'm saying? And supposedly, Angela, supposedly, or what's that word that everybody use?
Allegedly,
Allegedly. Thank
Allegedly.
you. Thank
Just say
you.
allegedly.
Alleg-
100.
allegedly, they.
they hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Uh
Okay.
oh,
huh.
Allegedly, I don't know for
oh. She
sure.
gave brain surgery. I
Oh
got you.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
Ain't that a little plumbing?
the young boy that was in the motel with her. But people don't understand the
Mm-hmm.
reason why. Her first friend was Renee. I was her first friend. Her next friend was Renee. The reason why Renee and her are not friends is because she attacked Renee in Las Vegas. She attacked Renee because Renee was just standing around like she always do. Somebody came up and wanted to interview her, and that's when Angela went berserk.
Are you
Not
talking
only
about
her,
JoJo?
yeah, JoJo,
Yes, JoJo. Okay.
right?
Yes.
She
Uh
went
huh.
berserk. She went berserk to even try to fight the woman in Las Vegas, and nobody came to her defense. The only person that came to her offense and told Angela that I would beat you down with Debbie. That's why Angela can't stand Debbie.
Mama Debbie, Colt's mom.
Mama Debbie, Mama Debbie,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought
Mama
they were
Debbie.
falling out, but
Yeah, that was why Mama Debbie
Because
came
of
in,
JoJo.
right, came and defend JoJo at the place. So Angela couldn't jump or put hands on her. And that's why Angela don't like Mama Debbie. Everybody want to know, why does she get people that surround her and won't say anything to her? Because what she does, she got a loud mouth, and she's so boisterous and she's so bullified. She attach herself to weak people, the people that she know that she can bully and control.
Mm.
Now, if you become her friends and you get noticed, she don't like it. That's taken away from her. She's a very, very jealous hearted person. What made me so mad about TLC, I knew this was going to happen, was they let this abuse and this DV go on and they didn't do anything about it, for the simple reason that they thought this was cute for the
Mm-hmm.
ratings and for money.
Mm-hmm.
And not only this, I'm not trying to be a racist or anything like that, but I'm just going to be honest. To them, it was funny because you had an old white woman that was downing, beating up, being abusive, being mean to a black young man. I'm just being honest.
I,
Because if he would have did that to her, the
oh, he'd have been
outcry.
locked up. He'd have been
Right.
Oh,
arrested.
he would have been locked
Exactly.
up, gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, please.
Exactly. Exactly. And then see, they got to the hotel and she beat up Michael. Then she tased him and all this. There's something that I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get to FOIA for it, try to figure out. Michael was down there at her house. Oh yeah, she lived in the deep woods. I mean the deep woods.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cars, no nothing. It's deep woods. You gotta have a car to go back and forth to where she lived at. What kind of got me was when she was talking, she was saying that she was at the police station. What I'm trying to figure out, did she draw a real GUN on Michael? And that's why Michael got the hell on?
Do you know what that? You know what? I'm hearing this story about that. I heard that from the other live or whatever, and I'm trying to understand if that happened. And then the cops called. There got to be a report for that.
It is
Yes.
that I know. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out. But something happened tragic for Michael to leave off from there running. He wasn't walking out. He was running. He was running on foot. No cab service, no bus service. Running. No other homes around them. Running. Deep
That's
country. Deep
somebody else
country.
mentioned that she pulled a gun and they were trying to figure out um if the cops were called,
Right.
who, and I was like, from experience,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and this is for every, it's a DV. When a weapon is involved, something has to be produced. You just don't separate.
Right.
It's not like a bullcrap
Oh
argument.
no. No, they locked you up
If
in
something was
Georgia.
being threatened, they got it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second time I heard the story.
Mm-hmm.
The second time. And it's
Yes.
funny you mention it. I'm like, because I had this debate with Heidi and them, and they brought it up, and I didn't know nothing about it. Mary found out about the California thing with the taser, that she said something on live. Didn't she,
Right.
Mary? Didn't she mention something that on the
She
live?
mentioned she mentioned
Yeah.
on live, and I was told through my source about
Right.
the taser thing.
She tased him in his face.
Yes.
She tased him in his face. Have you ever been?
Allegedly, from what I understand,
Yeah.
yes.
It didn't leave a mark.
Allegedly,
It didn't leave a
allegedly,
mark. I mean,
and
something.
I'm sure it did come on.
How
She
the
tased,
cops? How the cops did not do anything?
but he didn't press no charges.
But even if he didn't, that's what I'm saying. If you have a mark, they could still take that person in.
Kelly, Kelly,
I know.
come
Sorry.
on, come on,
I know. I know.
come on, Kelly.
I'm sorry.
I know you're trying to think with common sense.
I'm sorry.
So come on.
Yeah, common sense doesn't apply.
I know. I used to. They're heavy over here in New York. I used to get called back just for a freaking report if you didn't do it right. So I'm like, how are these people getting away with this? I don't understand.
Come
But
on.
every state is different, because I learned Georgia the hard way. Oh my God, Georgia is.
I live in Georgia. I live
It's,
in Georgia
it's how can y'all just make a statement and a person gonna believe it?
because it all depends on what county you were in. The worst county it was, Cobb County.
And everybody keep telling me that.
Uh-huh. Cobb County is KKK County.
Everybody keeps saying that.
You was in the wrong county, babe. Cobb County is KKK.
Mm.
You was in the wrong county. When you went to Marietta, I said he gone. He gonna get it.
I came back so quick.
I was born and raised. I was born and raised in Georgia. I don't even go to Cobb County for a club, a party, or nothing.
Everybody keeps saying
Yeah,
that.
you
Everybody.
you was in the wrong county.
And how she started off this story, I felt like she was telling my story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
You
said,
was in the wrong. You was Cobb County is part of Cherokee. You was in.
yes.
Yeah, you was in the wrong county.
Mm-hmm.
You better. You know what? You better find yourself lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. You better find
Yeah,
yourself
God
lucky.
was on my side as far
Mm-hmm.
as
He
that
sure
stuff.
was. He got you out of there and told you don't come back no more.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
not
yes, he
back.
did. Kelly
Yeah,
is not going anywhere near
right.
Georgia anytime soon.
All
No.
Georgia's not like that, but it all depends on what counties you go in. You know
Look,
what I'm saying?
man,
They
I'm
have every
sorry.
county,
These ladies giving y'all a bad name in Georgia.
right? Yeah, every county has their own little laws that they go by.
And everybody keep telling me that. Everybody
Yeah,
from Georgia was telling me Cobb
yeah.
County's the worst.
Don't go to Cobb County. Don't go to Cobb County, Cherokee, other little counties. When you
And
come back
that
to Georgia, please call me, and you go in this county, I tell you if you're safe or not.
yeah, because that person lived in Cherokee County.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
lived in Cobb. It was
Yeah, they about next door to each other. Yeah, oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But she did that. What I'm thinking, and I don't know if it's true or not. Allegedly, if they're gonna bring Scholar on there, if they bring Scholar on, or what they're gonna do? They're gonna sneak Angela back in now.
probably.
That's what I
Yes,
believe. I believe that too, Kelly. I believe that
yes.
too.
I'm hoping it's not true
I
because
hope everybody. I hate to say this. I hope everybody boycott TLC because nobody don't want to see no more DV meanness. I'm over it. I don't want to see no more of that. I just don't.
I know it's not entertaining at all.
No, it's not. It's
Renee,
not.
what
So
happened between
what
you and
I was
Angela?
just about to ask that question. So
Well,
what did y'all have a falling out about?
Uh, I saw. I'm be honest with you. I saw the meanness in her, and I just didn't want to put my name around that person, and I saw how far she was going. She was going so far that she was unstoppable. And not only that, I saw what she was trying to buy me in her own little way, and I'm not for sale for nobody. Um, I saw that this is going to be a big problem. She was trying to convert me to be on her side, to think like her, to be a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? And I said, nah, I didn't like the way it was going. I didn't like the way it was going.
And how long were you and her friends?
We started out being friends for I said about maybe for while she was on the show, the second season, about a good year, and then I ended it. I never did contact her anymore. I didn't want to have no conversation with her, because I just saw that it was going downhill. And I was saying to myself, the people, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
So you think because she keeps saying that she's going to make it to the movie, you want to see her on the movies. You think that's her goal right now? Renee,
Renee, did we lose you?
probably. Man, we're gonna have to find out about this gun situation.
Yes, we are. Hold on,
This
let's
is the
see.
second time I heard this story.
Yes.
Something has to be on there.
Okay.
This is the second time I heard this story. And then you told me you heard the other story, and even when she was talking on the
Oh, here
live
she
about
goes. Okay.
the California one with the taser, I'm like
Yeah.
really shocked about that.
Yeah, and
Did
I
she?
saw it, and I just didn't like the way it was going, and
Did y'all
I
ever
mean,
meet face to face? Did she come over or?
oh no, she wanted me to come down to Hazelhurst, but I know about Hazelhurst, and I wasn't going down there. You ain't finna get me lost down there,
Hmm, okay.
okay? She wanted to go out. She wanted to do this, and no, I wasn't for it. Nah, nah, nah. Let me tell you something. You can tell when a person is good and when a person is bad. You can tell when a person is right and when they're not. Okay, as
Yes.
the old folks used to say, she had a strange energy about herself.
I could see that because a lot of people that I've spoken to said when they first meet her that she seems to be a very sweet, kind,
Yeah.
compassionate person, and then she just switches on you.
Well, she likes to control. She likes to control everything. She wants to control how you think, what you say. Uh, she wants you to agree with her all the time. She don't want you to have no opinion about different things. You know, it's her way or the highway. Um, Michael should have never got with her, but I believe that he did. I believe he did love her. I really do. I really do. But she had she had other motives. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't think she capable of loving nobody, to be honest. I really don't. But then she got mad. People don't understand. They picture the fit come out. Oh, he raised 30, he raised $40,000. Let me tell you something. There no lawyer doing no pro bono, okay? Lawyers want their money up front. I had three. I had three. A criminal lawyer and an estate lawyers are one of the most expensive lawyers that's out here. I
Hmm.
had three. That's 5,000 a piece up front. I had to keep paying them as long as we're in talks. You had to keep paying them because first of all, paperwork. There's no paperwork that costs no $5, $10.
She's right. She's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And people
She's,
don't understand that. And I'm like, what world you in?
yeah.
That when people make comments like that, that shows me that they have no clue how the system works.
No, they don't. Not at all. I think she froze again.
Yeah.
Well, this is impromptu piping hot tea.
Mm,
All right. This is
yeah.
pretty cool. Thank you, Renee.
She she
Hopefully we'll
she's
get you
breaking down.
back.
She said she had 5 guys while talking to Michael before she went to go see him. That's pre-surgery. Yo,
Yeah, let's confirm that with her when she comes back. Oh my goodness gracious, yeah. And then the plastic surgeon allegedly
yeah, I didn't
had
see
his
that one
pipes
coming.
cleaned. Yeah. I mean, I heard rumors, but yeah, Renee was very very
She
insightful.
broke it down. She was like, nah, she
I
a
heard
friend
that.
with her for a year. And everybody has the same story. They start off good and then Angela just rubs them the wrong way.
Yeah, but see, people. What I was saying, people don't understand. You have to keep paying them lawyers. You have to keep it, and lawyers are high because they, first of all, they want their money too.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I we're gonna see how it turns out. I mean, I talked to Michael myself. I wish Michael would get her on DV. That's what I wish.
Hmm.
That would be a good case to get her on DV because what she did to him, it was DV.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Renee, just to let you
It
know,
was
he got himself
DV.
a lawyer. He got himself a lawyer, and we're going to make sure the lawyer sees everything.
Right, right. Yeah, he got a second lawyer in Georgia. I wish I knew he was going to get a lawyer in Georgia because I had the best lawyer for him, man. That man would have ripped her. He's from Georgia, born and raised in Georgia.
Mm.
Oh
Damn, Renee,
Lord!
why didn't you get
But
in touch with me earlier?
hey, I wish he had got in touch with me. But because this man is so good, I wanted him, but I couldn't afford it. He wanted $80,000 up front. But I wish him good luck. People don't understand. He deserved to be here. Um, people will say he just wanted his green card. I mean, you don't understand when people come here. The reason why they want their green card so they can go to work. You got to have a green card and a social security card just to go to work.
Yeah,
These people ain't gonna let you in their door if you don't have that documentation.
because they could get in trouble. Yep, you're absolutely
Yes,
right. Hmm.
yes. The government can come after the company.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the first thing they ask you. They want to see your green card. Green card saying that I am able to work in the United States.
That's
See,
crazy.
most people they be running their mouth, but see, they don't Google the immigration laws. Which you got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this. They don't know. If you
No.
don't know, Google it. Google will tell you everything you need to know.
So just letting you know, just in case her minions see this and this and that, you know that she's going to probably say she don't know you, she never met you, you're clout chasing.
Yeah, she know me. She know me because we don't had an argument on live. She know me. She even called me a bitch, and I told her I said, "Baby, after I light your ass up like the 4th of July, because I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of your ass like everybody else.
Man,
But
Well,
I
yeah,
I
why
wish
is
you
everybody so afraid of her?
because she look, she bullies the weak ones. She won't look. Let me tell you something. There's two people on 90 Days that she would not go against. That's was it Vara and Mama Debbie.
Okay. Interesting.
Those are the two because you know why? They told her they said you better back up. You remember when her and Vara got into it?
which one is that?
Uh, you know the one that's from married a boy from Louisiana, got the buck teeth. Is it Vara?
Julia?
Oh, hold on. Are you talking to who's from
Angela's gotten
Louisiana? The only
into
people
it
that
with
knows from
some.
Louisiana is Jovi and
The
them.
Oh
guy,
yes,
Jovi,
yes.
yeah, Jovi's wife.
Yara.
Yeah,
Remember she got into Yara's
yeah.
face.
Oh,
And
she
told her she
did?
better, yeah, she did.
Yes,
Told her you
yes,
better
she
back
did.
up. You better
Yes, and
back
Yara
up.
told her you better back up.
Yeah,
This was right before they went on Last Resort. They were on a tell-all, and she got into Yara's
Oh,
face.
see, I didn't know. I was rookie in the game. I didn't
yep.
know what was going on.
And told her you better back up. And you know what, Kelly? She backed up.
She backed up. Yes, she did.
She backed up.
She did.
Sure did. And Mama Debbie cussed her out and told her, "See, you want to go? Let's go." Those are the only two women on 90 Day Fiance that she won't go up against because they didn't back down. They didn't back down. But all the rest of them, she bully him.
Renee,
She raised her voice at him. And they so timid they get scared. Oh, that's what she does.
so my question, Renee, when you would chat with her in the very beginning, and she told you about these guys that she like, how did she break down these other guys when she was talking to Michael?
Well, she so look. She opened her mouth. She don't care what she say. You know what I'm saying? She just rattle off at the mouth. Once she gets started, she just get started. She
Mm.
just rattle off. See what she think is true. Everybody else, if somebody else did that, she would go against them. But her behavior is okay. Her behavior is okay.
We've seen this over and over.
Yeah, her behavior is okay. If you go
Yeah,
against her, you're not with her. She will
right,
attack you. But
right.
her
You're
behavior is
wrong. There's
okay.
nothing wrong with you, but her behavior
Right,
is perfectly normal.
right.
Mary,
I
I
know
mean,
this is crazy.
it's crazy, but you know, but the thing about it, it's crazy, but TLC knew exactly what she was doing and they let it happen. They turned the other way. They turned the other cheek.
Yeah, they did. They definitely
They
did.
did because it was ratings, it was money.
Mm.
Yeah. But the part that got me was when Scarlett stood on the thing and said, well, he said he lied because he didn't mop the floor. What man you know you asked to mop the doggone floor? Why
Thank
can't
you.
you mop the floor, Scarlett? Why can't you mop the floor, Scotty? Why couldn't Angela mop the floor and clean up that nasty ass house? Because the man didn't mop the floor. Are you serious?
I know.
Hey, at least, hey, he got blamed for something that was minor. I got blamed for something that I did, and I
And
still
all
did.
them clothes and all them clothes that he was washing.
That's crazy. I think that was off of camera because I don't see him watching that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't see him watching that.
I bet he did. I bet he did wash them. I bet he did.
Mm,
I bet he did.
mm.
I bet you a dollar on that. Knowing who she knowing who she is, I bet he watched every load of clothes that she threw down there on that floor.
Oh
I bet
Lord.
you. I bet you. I bet you.
Wow.
I bet you. But I wish him good luck. I told him the other night, I said, I wish you good luck. And I told him, I said, let me tell you something. I said, I'm just being honest with you. I said, you better watch your back. Um, because she's got people coming after you. She got people tracking you every minute of the day. And she got people that think just like her, who don't have no common sense. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, I don't care if you have to watch in front of you, the right side, the left side, and the back side. Have your eyes open and watch yourself. Watch every step you make. You watch yourself. And I'm just being honest. Because those type of people, you don't know what they'll do.
Mm.
Mm.
And that's the sad part about it. Because she's so obsessed. She's obsessed because she lost. She lost. She thought she could send him back, and it didn't happen like she wanted to.
And she's upset that he's getting more support than she
Right,
is.
right. Exactly, exactly. She did not want him to get that support. She treated the man like he was a slave. She treated the man like he was a boy.
Right.
She called him a
Yes.
boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That. Yes. She's called him a boy. She calls him Mister It now.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
she refers to him like he's slow or something. Like what? What?
Well,
That's
she
Or
told
he's not
everybody
human.
she
Like
told
he.
everybody he was slow. You remember?
Yes. Oh yeah. She
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 told
told.
everybody he was slow. She told everybody he was slow. When she ran up those stairs and production was down at the bottom of the stairs and they didn't even tell her to stop. Nobody told her to stop. I thought she was going to throw him over the banister.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. I know. That was a rough scene. Rough scene.
And did you see him jump? He was jumping.
Yeah.
Mhm. He was jumping. He was just like that. Yeah. I thought she was going to throw him over the banister. I really did. But anyway, I got to go. My daughter just came home.
all right.
Okay.
Thank you
So,
so
Renee,
much.
thank you so much for joining us
and
and
you
for
know
the
what?
piping hot tea.
Kibbles, thank you for your good work. Kelly, thank you. Don't give up. Don't back down. Ain't nobody scared of Virginia Woolf. So
All right.
y'all
Thank you,
have a
Renee. It was
good one.
nice meeting you.
All
Same.
right, baby. Bye bye.
Bye. Wow.
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 We both said,
Wow. I'm still processing that. I'm like,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Somebody
you
said
guys,
Michael had marks on his face. I didn't see any marks on his face. Did you notice any marks? But that took place. When did that Cali
uh,
incident take place?
the end of January,
Yeah, it would have been gone by now. I mean, well, whoa. When did they film the tell all?
mid-January.
Oh, so it's after the tell all then.
Yeah, it was after the
It was
tell-all.
after the tell all. We wouldn't know.
Yeah,
It was after the tell all, so we wouldn't know. That it have healed up.
that was crazy.
Oh man, she
That was
she blew
crazy.
my mind with the opening. The opening
I
I felt
know.
like that was my story right there.
The look on your face, you were like, "Whoa, deja vu! What is
Yes.
happening
I was
here?"
like, do they go to the same school? Like, what?
Right? So basically, allegedly, Angela was, talking to five dudes
I
before
believe
she
it.
went to go see Michael in Nigeria.
I
By her
believe it.
second season of and then when she came home, allegedly at the end of the second trip, Nigerian trip, she got caught with some dude, arrested.
She what?
She got arrested with some dude.
She did?
That's what Renee said. Yes. Am I going
Oh,
crazy?
yes, she did say that.
Yes.
Yes. You got to look
Yes.
that up.
I know. Like,
Yes.
wow. Piping hot tea here.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
A thousand pieces. Look, I don't think it was filmed in February.
And
They
no,
don't.
the
They
tell-all was filmed in mid January.
yeah. They don't. They
That I'm
don't do.
sure.
They don't. They don't do it in February. February
Mm-hmm.
they chilling. December they don't do December because of the holidays. They start something, but it gets pushed to January,
Right.
right after New Year's,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they do it. They cram it in one shot. Well, this one they did in how many days? 3 days they was doing it,
I
or
think so. Angela's gonna be freaking, and apparently Angela was arrested for a DUI. I'm gonna look into this.
I saw a couple of mugshots of her. Yes, I saw that, but I
But
didn't
I'm
know
gonna look
what.
into all this. I'm gonna look into. Don't worry. I'm gonna do my research. Oh, guys, before I forget, there's so many things going on. I'm going on vacation. I'm gonna be gone starting from this Thursday, the 22nd till next Wednesday, which I think is the 28th or something. So our recap is not going to be on Monday as usual. Kelly and I are gonna figure it out, but we are gonna do a recap for the last part of this tell all because Michael was going to look in the camera and tell his story, and I want to hear what the fuck he's going to say. So,
Wow,
yeah, wow.
I did not expect that opening.
And
I
me
really
either.
didn't.
Thank you, Renee.
I did not expect that
Thank you
opening.
so much, Renee. Oh my goodness. So, well, I guess we'll wrap this up. I mean, hey,
Anybody got more
anybody got questions or anything? Because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around what Renee just dropped in my lap.
And that's the second time I heard that story with the gun and stuff. I
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you want Kelly and I to speculate on? I mean, I believe every word that Renee says, and especially when she says that she's starstruck, that Angela's starstruck, and she wants to be on TV, and Michael's her meal ticket, because that's the second time I'm hearing that. No, actually, the third time I'm hearing that Angela's sole focus was getting on TV, and Michael was her meal ticket to get on TV.
and my thing is everybody that encounters Angela has the same story format. They start off cool and she turns on them.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody's having the same story. It's the same pattern.
Yes. Victoria the psychic said the same thing. Jojo told me the same thing. I mean, it's the same story with everyone. I
Same
spoke
story.
to another former friend of Angela. I'm not going to release her name. Same shit. Angela was sweet as pie to her and then turned on her like that.
Mark, what happened to the other black lady that went with her to Nigeria when she was beating up the car? What happened to that woman?
I have no idea. Her name was Renee, too.
Is that the Renee she was referring to?
No, she was talking about JoJo. She just got
Oh,
she got it mixed up. Yeah. JoJo and Angela and Mama Debbie were out in Vegas one time, and they were like going up and down the strip, And allegedly, Angela got pissed off because everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's JoJo and Debbie," and wanted to take pictures with them. So she was getting like more and more agitated. And then when they got back to the hotel, she was like trying to put hands on JoJo, and Debbie intervened, just like Renee said. That's the story that I heard. So it
Mm.
seems to be the same pattern.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
crazy, 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 crazy.
Oh man.
So I don't know.
All right.
Thank you so much.
It was fun, everybody.
I just want to put this one last comment up
Oh yeah, her flying
for
monkey.
the one who thinks I'm so dumb and whatever the hell else he calls me.
I need I,
Whatever,
I need all
whatever,
those
dude.
people to go back and watch Scandal and take Olivia Pope's freaking courses because they're doing a horrible job on that side. There's
Yeah,
just certain times you have to be silent.
exactly, exactly.
You have to be silent.
Yeah,
And
sometimes it's better just to shut the fuck up. But people don't listen. They don't learn. They don't have real friends around them to tell them, listen, you're
hello,
being
somebody said,
cringe.
Look at me. Nee 7A used to be on Cheryl's World a lot. Cheryl knows a lot too about Angela.
Okay. I'm just checking to see if she's live. Because she'll be going live tonight.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, definitely. We just had Renee on, and Renee just dropped some piping hot tea. She's going to be screaming her head off on live tonight. As a matter of fact, I'll bet you another $20, just like I bet you about that chick blocking me.
Oh
I
God.
told you that she was going to block me, and she did. So I'm going to bet you $20 that Angela goes live on TikTok tonight, screaming her fucking head off about Kibbles and Bits and Renee.
Oh, and if she do, and if she has a panel, make sure you have the black lady up this time, all right? Not in the background because I haven't seen her.
Okay, so there we go. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. Have your notifications on. I'll post on the community board when Kelly and I will do our live for part 5 of the Tell All. Um, I'll see you guys when I get back from vacay. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.